Hello, my name is Anna Lee, and today we will be doing a quick, easy 5-minute eyeshadow look. We will be using bronze colors today, and let's just get this started because that's how easy and fast this look will be. You will be amazed at what we're going to do today. First, we are going to go into the color Ambitious. You don't necessarily need to own this palette. If you do, that's great. If not, just use a color tone that's nude, pretty much to your skin tone. Always prime your eyes before you do start your eyeshadow prep. So now we're just gonna do a windshield wiper, buff it in a little bit. We're just getting the very top of this, so when we do start lining our shadow, it'll blend in easier. So this one's just a nude one. It's not going to have no color to it, just plain simple. Into this one called Unexplored. It is a darker brown. So for that darker brown, we're going to go right into the crease, so literally right here. But when we open our eyes, you can't see it, so we're going to go right above that crease. Instead of going in here, we're going right above it. So this way we can get the look that everybody else achieves. So we're just going to get a little bit. You don't need to get a lot. Tap the excess off, and again, right here is your crease, so we're going to go right above that crease line so we could have more of a fulfilled eye. That just gently go across, and we're right above the crease, because see, if we're in the crease, you barely go above it. So now we're right on top of the crease. Just gently move it side to side. And in a little while, we'll buff that in. But right now, we're just doing side to side. We will blend this upward to give it a natural, beautiful tone look. And then we're going to fill this in with our Untamed Gold. So now we're going to go back into the darker, deeper brown. And again, we're going right above our crease. If you do have almond shaped, deep setted eyes, go right into that crease, girl, and you will love your look. So again, slowly just go in there. Did I get an even tone? Let's add just a tad bit more. There we go. So now that we have that there, just let it sit. Don't mess with it because we will be blending it out right now in a few minutes. What we're going to do now is do circular motions but moving it upward. So it's basically circle, circle, up, circle, circle, up. Just make beautiful little circles, buffing it upwards. If you can't do that, just gently buff up like this. If you can't make the circles, Do whatever technique works good for you. And there you have it blended in versus this look where it's just swatched on there. So now again, we're gonna buff and go up, buff and go up. If you need to just move it up, just move up. Barely buff it, barely tap it when you're moving up, because you don't want to take your product off. You want to make sure it stays on. Now that we got this look blended in, like I said, you don't have to pick these shades. This is just a bronze look I'm going for myself today. So I'm going to this gold beautiful tone right here. Usually I find pigment eyeshadows, they're better to apply with fingers, so you don't necessarily need to use a brush. And dab in here. I'm not the kind that likes to swirl my brush in there, so I just usually dab it. It picks up enough, and we're just simply going to pat this eyeshadow on now. We're just patting it on, moving side to side. Make sure we get our little tear duct in there. And again, just move side to side. Get back into your eyeshadow palette if you need to apply more. Stop right near here, because this part we will be darkening it up, making it a little bit more darker. So now we're just gonna blend outwards now that we patted all this on. And this little area that stayed without it, don't worry, we will be filling that little bad boy piece in. So again, we're going to go to this side. We're just tapping. And we're stopping right near here. So we're just going to tap, tap, tap all this in. Go back to a darker tone. And we going to barely pat it, but push it inward this way, so it's pat, pat in, pat, pat in. So just pat it in, pat down, pat in, down and in towards your lid is all you have to do. There you go. We'll switch this around, do a circular motion and blend that in properly, and there you have it. And if you want to make sure, it did blend in good right here, as you could tell, and right here, but I want it to go a little bit more out. So I'll get back into my gold, and I'm just going to tap a little bit back in there. Not a lot, but just a little, and blend it outward. And there you have it. So now we're going to do this exact same look on this side. So we're just patting into our deeper toned brown. Do it like an eyeliner. And go down. Just down like that. And brush it inwards. Pat it in. Brush it in. And there you have it again. So now I'm going to get my gold look. I'll put that gold right back into there. Brush it a little outward and just brush it right underneath it near the corner of your eye. And there you would have it right there, like so. So again, you're going to dab in there. You're just going to go right underneath your eye. This look came out to be very simple, very easy, the fastest look you could ever do. Whenever you're in a rush, I always hit my browns. The browns, you can never go wrong, you can never mess up. It's neutral, it's basic, and it goes with everything and anything. Now, very fine, thin line. And there is our baby wing, because that's pretty much all we're getting, unless you've seen one of my other videos where we do a bottom wing where we could get it way up here, but we have to use it down here towards the bottom, and that's the only way we could get our big wing. So if you did want a big wing, I guess we could do a big wing eye right here. So we go from up here at the corner and we start working our way down. A longer wing. So if you do want a wing and you don't want to mess up your eyeshadow look, this is the long wing, the way you would do it. It looks a little messed up right now. It doesn't look as good, but once you put your mascara on, once you put your lashes on, nobody would notice, trust me when I say that. Ooh, so right now we're gonna put some mascara on. Like I said, you could give yourself the wing from the bottom, or you could go and give yourself the wing from right there. So now we're just gonna put our mascara on to finish off our look, and we are done. I know this I grabbed, so this is the one I'm using for right now. Anyhow, this is the look. This is the finished look. Like I said, you could go like this with no eyeliner underneath your eye and a very thin line above your lash line. Or you could do your winged eye and have it all the way in the bottom and no eyeliner on the top. And there you go. You'll have your wing, and it's all basically your preference. It's what you want, what you prefer. So those are my tips and tricks on hooded eyes. I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry if I took too long. I will be editing this video, so it won't be as long because it's been about 22 minutes so far on here. So again, thank you for your time. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope I was of help to any look you're trying to create today. Bye.